All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So what I'm going to get into today is some pocket scarves. So I did a video previously. It's basically on trying to help men when first starting to build a wardrobe regarding sport coats or even suits, starting off with a dark blue sport coat or suit because it really will go with everything. The next level would be something maybe black because then you can kind of use it as a tuxedo as well. But I would first start with a dark blue. I'm actually wearing one right now. So, and the reason I'm wearing this dark blue suit because I got a bunch of pocket scarves. I think that'll work very quickly, very well with this. And here's the thing too. I discussed this a little bit in the other video with, if you can't afford a lot of suits, I get it. Okay, I've had numerous amounts of sport coats and suits in my life, and I'm going to tell you one thing. And I've had them, tailor-made from scratch. A bunch, especially when I was heavy. I used to go to Vegas and have it done. And I've had my family's in the garment fashion industry. I was having them done even as a child. But, talk about, I want people to understand when you have things, I want things tailored. That doesn't always mean you have to have them tailor-made. If you have the money, God bless you, okay? But what I try to do is help people or men find things that are affordable. And I discuss this a lot. A lot of times men aren't necessarily the size they want to be. They want to sometimes gain weight, lose weight, whatever the case may be. Let's not start building up that wardrobe till we get at least close to the weight we want to be in. All right. But say that ain't going to be for a while. So back to saying, hey, I still need a suit or a coat to go to weddings, doings, christenings, baptisms, whatever you go to. I don't care if they're conventions, work related. You need a suit sometimes or a sport coat. And you can only afford, say, one. I say start with one, okay? And what the trick a lot of times is that people don't understand is you can do so much with just one. And I discussed this with shirts too. 2 white shirts I discussed in another video, long sleeve, one cufflink like this one. I actually just got it rolled, and one non. But again, the white shirt will go with everything. I actually did another video where the black turtleneck or black or dark blue V-neck will also, for the most part, go with everything. I'm trying to give you pieces that are going to last, okay? Or not only last, they're going to go with your wardrobe regardless of what you're wearing at the beginning, if you kind of follow what I have to offer as far as clothing. Now, if you don't have a dark blue suit and you have red, hypothetically, then a white shirt will work there. But, I'm trying to give you kind of, I guess, the simplest way on how to build a really unique wardrobe, not only affordably, but something that kind of also looks always in style and that is always acceptable, where sometimes you may have a wacky pattern on your sport coat or suit, and that may work at a, maybe some type of party, but if you're going to a gala, for instance, or a certain type of wedding, that may not always work. People kind of want you to dress traditionally, I guess you could say. Not always, but I'm going to get into now how important it is to use a pocket scarf. Now, this is only if you like them. I know a lot of guys don't like them. But if you can't afford a lot of sport coats and you want to kind of switch up your look and look unique, and again, you can't afford tons of shirts, or you're thinking, again, gaining weight, losing weight, you don't want to spend a lot of money on clothes, the cheapest thing to start with is pocket scarves. I mean, you could get them sometimes if you go to consignment, wholesale, or even Goodwill, you could find them for $5, maybe even less. I mean, nice ones can go up to whatever. It could be $100. I wouldn't spend that, but this is what I'm going to show you regarding wearing a pocket scarf. If I wear, for instance, this, which is just a white, nice dress shirt, crisp, with a blue sport coat, it could also be used as a suit, and every time I go out, say I have a party with my family or I got to go somewhere, and I go and I put this pocket scarf in, hypothetically, right? Here, boom. Out of everything I'm wearing, I could do any different style thing here. Out of everything I'm wearing, the one thing they're going to notice the most, if I don't have any patterns on my suits, is my pocket scarf. You're going to get probably more people looking at this. If you're wearing a tie, that could be as well. I'm going to do a video on a tie. But a lot of times, you're not wearing a tie. But even if you are, you want to make sure, obviously, these kind of match, but not overmatch. That's a whole nother video. But again, the pocket scarf is the unique piece here. Now say you have another party with those same people, or it could be work. Next time they see you, I'm wearing the same type of thing. No one's even going to probably remember. Even if it's the next day, most people, how many times do you remember every color someone, a suit they wear? Very seldom does anybody remember that. But again, now you throw in a different style pocket scarf. Now I'm up here, and people are going to be like, whoa, whatever. Now they're looking at this again. It changed the whole dynamic of my outfit. It's right in your face. Next time you see somebody again, just take this. It's another item. Boom, you want it to match. We throw it in here again. My point being is with the pocket scarf, you're giving yourself many different looks, very cheap, and it pops. And a lot of people, the one thing, it's kind of crazy when I travel a lot, and I would wear all different styles, sport coats and suits, if you saw me. I would never wear the same thing. I still don't a lot of times, and I dress I'm all over the place. You never know what you're going to get with me. The one thing I'd say most people talk about, they'll be like, hey, Rich, what kind of pocket scarf? And you know what I do? Anybody that usually likes my pocket scarf, and if you know any of my friends or people, colleagues I work with, and these are just some simple ones, they'll be like, Rich, I never seen, that style or whatever. And this is a tuxedo one, actually. And I'll just take it out and I give it to them. I stick it, if they don't have a pocket scarf, I stick it right in there and I go, it's from me. I love it. I love when they like that. So it also could be a tool if you are, say, you're going to conventions or business, and if somebody really likes it, even if a girl, say she's sneezing or somebody needs a Kleenex or whatever, be polite and give her a pocket scarf and tell her to keep it. But yeah, that's kind of a fun type of thing to have. And, I think more and more things are getting more and more casual. So less and less people are wearing a tie. But I will say this too, and I've done it too, and I've got some stuff like this where, a lot of times you can wear an exact matching tie pocket scarf. Sometimes it looks cool. Some people are against it. If, again, you're trying to save money, okay, go with solids. If you're going to go with pocket scarf sometimes, maybe, if you want it to match your tie. Because then most likely, if you go with, say, a straight white on white or something, it's kind of more tuxedo-ish, but you could do it. You can, with the solid pocket scarf, it will, if you have different patterns on your ties, but sometimes it isn't easy to match a pattern tie with a pattern pocket scarf, if that makes sense. So really think about that when you're building up your wardrobe, but definitely start with the pocket scarves. And, I'll tell you, if you can start matching if you're just going like I am right now, you can blast anything out of here, all different colors, and it just works, man. So I just really wanted to do a pocket scarf video. And if you think they're too feminine or you don't think they're cool or, a lot of things too, and I'm going to kind of wrap it up with this. I can show you many different ways on how to do a pocket scarf, but you can go to YouTube and just look at stuff. But if you just get a little shaky in it, you can sometimes just make it straight, just real simple, just a kind of a straight line. I can't do it backwards here. Let me see. But basically what I'm saying is you slide it in, and you've seen these a lot, I'm sure. A lot of the guys on television and things wear them, but it's just straight across, right? And it's just clean. It's just laying right across your coat. A lot of people wear that in a tuxedo. It looks good. It looks nice. And, sometimes people wear the big fluffy ones, but just something to think about. And again, if you're looking to knock your wardrobe out of the park and different things in that nature and get really crazy, you could start doing very eccentric things with that and your tie and your jewelry and your shirts. Also, if you're even doing a bow tie, for instance. So just things to think about. All righty. I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you got something out of that thing. But yeah, invest sometimes in the pocket scarf. It's really cool. If you're single too, or you're out, you go on a date or something, I do think it brings a touch of class maybe and uniqueness that maybe in this day and age not a lot of people see. And that can be in business too, because a lot of times I go in business meetings, and even if I'm in a place that you wouldn't expect, like say I just wear a sport coat, you got a meeting or whatever, and then I throw in a kind of a fun pocket scarf. Or sometimes if I went to a meeting with a brand or a company I liked, I'd wear their colors. I don't want to name a few. And they notice that. And they would be like, holy shit, dude. That's like, it could be a certain blue, a red, or something, and it catches their eye. And I'm like, yeah, I thought about you guys when I got it, or I went out and got it. And it's kind of a show-off piece that you can really utilize. in many different ways. So, all right. If you get a chance, definitely check out my podcast, The Rich Celenza Show. I'm also on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You get a chance, also try and subscribe. All right. Take care. And if you have any questions or comments or whatever, let me know. All right.